Well, when I was a senior in college, much of my friends sort of road tripped out during winter break to Sundance, and we didn't know how it all worked, but we ended up volunteering because if you volunteered, you could get, in to see some screenings, and we didn't have a lot of money, so that was sort of the best way to do it, and it was sort of a fun social experience. So we all came out here, and I came out. It's funny. I brought out Ed Helms, who was a friend of mine in college, who's now an actor. Came out, and this other guy named Dave Wharton came out, and then we all hung around, and all of us are back this year. Dave is actually working with ABC News, and Ed is in a movie called Manure, and then I have this movie, 500 Days of Summer. I had always, from a very young age, just messed around with a camera. It's just, I think, part of my DNA, and it's funny because I wasn't as addicted to music in the same way I was movies. And when I came out to Los Angeles, I didn't have MTV growing up. My parents were not into cable TV, and music videos just sort of naturally happened. I was actually working as an editor, and I did some behind-the-scenes stuff, and then this opportunity came up to make a video, and it just sort of went from there. So I guess I consider myself more of a filmmaker. But music video thing sort of evolved and blossomed over a few years, and but I feel, making the first feature film is an extension of the same sort of DNA. It's a good question. I mean, I had done some narrative videos, and I think that there was a sort of relation between the script and the sort of whimsy of the script, and I think the tone of some of my videos. There's a lot of split screen work and sort of gaggery and trickery and stuff, and a lot of that plays in 500 Days of Summer. But I think that ultimately you'd have to ask them. But it was, to me, the story was the big thing, and it wasn't really about visuals, and or at least not primarily. And the process of I tried really hard to make it a legitimate organic film and not make it about moments, about a shot. You know what I mean? And I think music video directors have sort of a bad rap sometimes for being purely visual. And clearly, given the history of great directors that have come out of music videos, that there can be other things at play there, and I think there are. But I tried to make a concerted effort to make it about the story.